At least Eslo can see my point. Hello everyone and welcome back to more The Minish Cap. And in this episode we will be getting further through the game, as I usually say, by finding all of the books and getting a new item. Because even though, you know, we've got the power bracelets to allow us to push things that are hard, great, we are going to get another item that will allow us to swim, but that's about as much information as I'm going to give away. So for now, with the power bracelets, we want to push these things together and make our way up to the top, which somehow turn into stairs. That's quite weird. And basically just suck up the dust, give it a bit of a clear up and all that. And believe it or not actually, in this area, we are going to get real life physics in a Zelda game. No, seriously, I'm not joking. If you thought Zelda logic was quite weird in this game, like, you know, attacking enemies can somehow make doors open and all that, get ready for some real life physics here. So you want to speak to this Minish? Ho, ha, hey. Phew, I want to return this book by dropping it down below. Okay, that was said really badly. Phew. It's impossible without some extra weight here. But my brother is so busy with a book of his own that he won't help me out. Well, that's real generous of him. Don't bother me, I'm reading a book. Maybe I can do it if I can try again. So pretty much there'll be this book balancing above the edge, and if I stand on it, it will start to wobble a bit faster. We just need that extra weight though in order for it to fall down. So, why not do this? You saw that I cleared up the dust earlier, so how about we duplicate ourselves and give the Minish a hand? So, let's just make our way across here. Hopefully my duplicate will not be able to die from hitting things. And just stand here, and now, there we go. Real life physics. If you stand on the edge of things when they're bouncing over the edge, they will fall. I know, that's really rare for a Zelda game. And you might think this, we're trapped, right? Because I tried pushing it and apparently I've got the power bracelets and I can't push a book. Brilliant. Now the logic goes wrong. But all you have to do is just move down and then past it. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption there. But in my practice file, I remember that took me forever trying to find that out. All you had to do is just walk past it. But since we got the book, how about we go and collect it? And there it is, we got the Legend of the Vikori back, and let's see what the scholar has to say for it. Trying to remember the name then. Oh look, you found it. Could I ask you to return that book for me, lad? Oh yeah, sure, cause you know, I just found it like under a bookcase or something. Don't worry, I just, you know, shrunk down to a Minish, embarked on a perilous journey, got the power bracelets, moved your bookcases which you somehow couldn't hear, and got it from up there. It really wasn't that bad, so yeah, I can return it for you while you just sit there and get on with your work. Ugh, NPCs. Still, let's just return this book and see what the next one is. And how dare you copy Link's pose? That's his one. No copyright intended. At least, what? And the last book we still need is a history of masks. I think it was checked out by Hagen, the mayor. How could he keep a library book so long? He's a public official. So pretty much with that, let's go see what Mayor Hagen has. You know the house where we went under the well and all that? We've got to go there and see what he has to say. There goes saying it again. Yes, that's me, Hagen. I am mayor of this town. What's that? You want a book? The history of masks? And you say I checked it out, do you? Yes, indeed I did. Or wait, did I? Oh great, so he can't remember where it is either. The NPCs are really useless in remembering where these books are. So we need to go find it ourselves. And this is one book that took me a while to find. Seriously, I spent a couple of hours, or no, pretty much minutes. It didn't take me that long, but it was still quite bad. And I remember it just took me a while trying to find this book, because what you got to do is go into Longlow Branch and make your way down to Minish Woods. You know where Syrup's hut was that we collected the mushroom? We want to make our way there. And you know, instead of taking away with the parachute and all that, we can just cut through here. So pretty much, we're in Minish Woods. And you know that hole that we saw earlier? Where there'll be like this burying bit? We want to get our marmots out and start digging. Sorry, not gigging. meet a new element in the game. This time we can bury underground, and if you ask me, the music in this is really good. It's simple, but really catchy if you ask me, and it just suits the feeling of burrowing underground and all that. But still. And also, another thing you got to keep an eye out on is when you burrow in these type of areas, there'll be like these special chests, and there'll even be Kingstone fusions with like this special symbol. I said the word special too much. Which is simply up here. So if we just keep burrowing our way, I know, you don't have to dig every piece of granite or whatever this thing is, like concrete, but I like to because I like the sound of the digging, and I just find digging overall quite fun in Minish Cap. It's a shame that they didn't give it back. They gave it back in Skyward Sword, but it wasn't really the same if you ask me. Now, I'm not saying it was bad in Skyward Sword, but I would have preferred something like this personally. So pretty much there'll be like this symbol here, and look what happens when we fuse Kingstones with it. Is he still punching that wall? How long has it been? No, it's no good. I can't break it by myself. I had a strange feeling like a fellow Goron was in need. Hello? Goro? That wall. You can't get through that alone. I'm coming to help you. Don't worry. I'm here to help you. Let's break through that wall together, Goro. So, with the power of teamwork, they will now be able to get rid of the wall. I had to make that reference. That was a bit over the top for just a wall smashing. That sound was just a bit overpowered. But still, with that, that's something that we're going to have to do daily, because we're going to come across a lot of them, and it will lead to an item, but I'm not going to give away spoilers, and it's quite disappointing what you get. But I'm still going to do it, because I like 100% in games and all that. So with that, I'm just going to dig for no reason, because I enjoy it. I've got to have fun in this LP, and make our way up here. We are now in a new area in Lake Hylia, and this is the only way we can get here, because there'll be water, and we can make our way across there later in the game when we get this special item, but this is the only way we can take for now. And here's another thing that you might want to do just in case if you're stuck, or if you don't want to see what I'm going to do or anything like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's just read this note. Hadrian's words of wisdom. If you can't solve a problem, just ram headlong into it. Bam! So that gives us a clue as to how we're going to go into the house, because as you can see there was a book up there. Pretty much with Pegasus boots, you hit a tree. What? Hang on, that was supposed to... Why isn't it doing it? Alright, okay. I was starting to worry there, thinking like it glitched or something, but you have to hit it at the front. And if you ask me, this bit's really weird because, like before where we hopped on a lily pad and blew ourselves all the way to the other side, they had like plants in the way. Well, this time it's just nothing, as I'm just repeatedly pressing the A button, or shall I say the C keypad on my keyboard, and now we are here. Now on this bit, I think you want to push it, this way? No. Great. I've got to make my way back there, brilliant. You have to push it the other way in order to make some stairs and access it. So, let's try that again without failure this time. Okay, now that we've made the stairs the right way, let's just push the book down. Seriously, how come we could push, the blue book, the red book, but not the green book where it was on the floor and all that? Really weird, but I'm not going to argue with it. And when I said this place is empty, it's forbidden to plants and all that? Well, it's full of enemies, which are pestos, but you can just blast through them if you want because, well, we don't really need to kill them, as I've got plenty of hearts. I don't really need to kill them for rupees or anything because I've got plenty. Look, 715, I think that's enough. And there is the last book. So how about with that? We go back to Hyrule Town and return the very last book. Would you look at that? I can't believe it. great. Again, I sound really weird in this commentary. It's our copy of A History of Masks. That mayor of ours is a real piece of work, isn't he? Yes. It must have been quite a challenge to get this back from him. You don't say! I had to shrink down, use all my items, and go on a perilous journey. Fighting pestos, what do you expect? You are my new favourite person, Link. Thank you so much. And there she goes, copying our pose again. It's no wonder Link doesn't talk. He's probably thinking, why you steal my pose? You know, Link, you've now returned all of our overdue books. Now I can finally get that bookshelf on the second floor in order. Hey Sturgeon, books to shelf. Yes, yes, here I am. I'm here. I'll have these books put away, lickety-split. No wonder he's crazy. Look what he just said there. And apparently he can balance them on his head. The bookshelves are back in order. Ah, I feel so renewed. Enjoy your browsing. Okay, that was weird. So pretty much of that, when we go up to the bookcase this time with all the books sent back, because our role of delivery boy has finished, they're back. And let's see what he has to say this time. Oh ho ho, all the books are back on the shelves. Isn't it grand? Okay, at least he didn't like scream like before. That was really freaky what he did before. And with that, how about we flick down to a Minish and try to go up there basically. Because this time with the books we will now be able to access a new area. Before we do that though, you want to speak to this Minish as it will give you something really nice. Hey, hey, listen up. Listen good. The books are back now. It's true, haha. Now we can get back to Elder Library. So you brought the books back? Good for you. Thank you. Please take this as a sign of our thanks. If you ignore him, you will miss out on 50 rupees. So if you're a bit low on money, just speak to the Minish and he'll give you that. And of course, you know that's really useful. So let's just ascend up these books and go to the one at the very end, because there'll be this green one. And that looks a bit suspicious because it's got like a door. Let's see what's inside. It'll be the Elder Library here. Whoa! Oh! A visitor after many long weeks. Even Jatari has been away so long. I've grown almost lonely. But what is it? What do you need? You want to visit the Temple of Droplets? Very well. You are the first such brave person in a long while. Stand on the clover in front of me. Alright, alright. You kids today. No patience for an old man. Well, just stand right there like I told you. Whoa-ho-ho! Now, open secret mysterious panel. Whoa-ho-ho! Wasn't that fun? Now then, it's up to you to pass this trial safely and recover the item you require. Oh, what fun! I do so love the real nitty-gritty of adventuring. Ugh! Ow, ow, ow! I just smacked my hip on something. Well, not my hip, my... whatever it is I have now. My broom? Whatever. That old fool must just love sending people on dangerous missions. And how did that library get into the Temple of Droplets anyway? I guess the answer lies up ahead. Keep moving, boy. So pretty much with that, we are now taken to this new area where we're going to get this new item. Basically there's a lot of new stuff. And again, you know, as slugglers, we can kill them with one hit with our sword. That makes life a ton easier than before indeed with Shrine. That was weird. And with that, I just want to replenish all my health. Hold on, wait. I saw there was a fairy there, so what I want to do is this. I want to be really careful on this bit and try to grab a fairy with my empty bottle, because I used it on the water, if you remember. So now that's done, I will now be able to get on with the game, I guess. And in here lies enemies. There'll be like these ant-like enemies, and I've forgotten the names, so I'll put them up as an annotation. Pretty much, you just hit them with your boomerang, and you attack them. Whoa, 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 what the... I was gonna say, I was like, for a second there, his antlers just suddenly stopped. But I really did not know how I took them out that fast. They just somehow were together and my boomerang hit 2 of them. With that, we get the flippers. Press A to glide through the water and B to dive. So this time, great. Why is it any time I speak, Esso has to speak? Yes, yes, yes. Well, it all makes sense now, doesn't it, boy? Library used these flippers to swim to the entrance to the Temple of Droplets. So if you put these on, you should be able to swim too. Remarkable. Okay, now he's finished talking, I'll be able to speak now. This time we can swim. So instead of drowning or anything, we are now able to swim through water. And there'll be this bit here with like this icicle with a chest in it. There's actually an item that we need in order to get that, but we don't have it yet. So we're going to miss out on that one for now. Either way, let's just keep swimming down and exit out of the cave. Because now we are Minish, and even as a Minish we can swim around, so that makes it a ton easier than before. Still, with the flippers, let's just shrink back to normal size. And I reckon that'll do it for this episode, because it's been 17 minutes, so I'll have to keep my video short. And in the next episode, we will be doing a bunch of side quests, but I'm going to try and shorten it down a bit. Except for the one that's going to take me a while. You'll find out in the next episode, definitely. So take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one.